So past just smearing the victims, what is he going to do? Well, he's already told us. He's actually already told us exactly what he's going to do. All these crazy stories about how crazy stories about how he had an affair with Lauren Southern. Just a bunch of wacky, crazy stories that could never possibly be true. You can see the picture they're painting here. When she was approximately 19 years old, Bonnell was approximately 33 years old. Bonnell's attempt to divert blame from himself and cast blame on an alleged hacker is directly contradicted by his own prior explicit written admission. 15 people in January reached out to Pxie. 15 women. Someone else commented, is this the first? Yeah, it might be. Is this the first time we've seen Guna in US official court documents? Crazy Destiny news here. So first of all, last night, I made a Twitter post. Very important Twitter post. After I found out on my Kick stream that Erudite would still be working with Destiny. So let's have a look. Breaking Womanity news. Not so Erudite, Kyla Maxwell, has recently announced via her Reddit account that she will continue to collaborate with Stephen Destiny Bonnell II amidst allegations of non-consensual recording and sharing of sexually explicit material. And here we see a comment on her subreddit. Stephen and I have full plans to have him on the show again as a guest or contributor. Bridge is not burnt, and we do not hate each other whatsoever. It was a mutual decision, and I would be lying to say I'm not terrified. Thanks for the well wishes. We'll see. Wow. What was it? Didn't she say that she was done with Destiny if the Cherry stuff, if he was caught non-consensually recording? I guess that didn't last. That's not staying. Guess that's not happening. Moral smiley face. There's a hilarious reply to this as well, where someone says that, I'll try and quote to you the tweet. Sir, your feminist podcast. Yes, so true. There's a very funny reply to this tweet where someone says, Kuihman is like Homelander. No joke. That's how the tweet starts. Kuihman is like Homelander. He says he's trying to save you, but just plows through civilians on the way. Oh, so I guess it's fine to just dox Not So Erudite now. Because I said Kyla Maxwell. They think that's me doxing her. Because I said Kyla Maxwell. In brackets. They accused me of doxing her. Not So Erudite's real, full, government legal name. Kyla Maxwell. Kyla Maxwell. Kyla Maxwell. Kyla Maxwell. Okay. Yeah, it's just another situation where it's like, I'm going to describe you in the most based way possible and say it's a bad thing. Somebody's a psychopath who just desperately wants to get rid of Destiny. You're like Homeland. So fucking funny. Oh my god. Wait, and who's it? This is Not So Erudite's editor. Oh my god, why is her editor making retarded statements too? No. No. I don't speak for Kyla, but I will speak for myself. Some organizations are much bigger in idea than any single person, even if it comes from their influence. The standard in any business when someone is involved with poor personal behavior is remove them from the spotlight, while understanding mutual objectives come first. It is perfectly consistent to take a moral stance against the people you do business with and befriend. Not all soldiers need to be angels. My feelings about a person will never take priority over building a bridge we can all use. I'm sorry, mods. I shouldn't have replied at all. Last bridge building, I'm done. Gabler, I understand your frustration that you're done with Destiny, but your response doesn't really address the core of the point I was making. I'm not saying people should ignore bad behavior or pretend it doesn't matter. I'm saying that an organization or community can still be valuable and do good work, even if it distances itself from a problematic individual, or, in some cases, keeps them around in a limited capacity while still holding them accountable. My main argument is that personal feelings about someone shouldn't overshadow a larger goal or mission. Your critique that Destiny is done or that it's irredeemable doesn't change the fact that it's possible to take a moral stance against someone's behavior while still recognizing the broader purpose of a group. That's the distinction I was trying to make. God, I hate these people. Oh, I hate these people. Just so funny that Aerolite's getting like absolutely raped across the coals and the editor feels the need to just jump on the sword and put these retarded statements out. Like desperately trying to rationalize a feminist supporting an alleged revenge pornographer, alleged secret recorderer. I will go over the full lawsuit. Don't worry, that's what we're working our way to right now. In fact, that might be the next stop. So, guys, okay. 1 minute. Let me see if I can find something, okay? Let me see if I can find something. So, Destiny's been laying the groundwork for how he's gonna respond to this shit for ages. It's been pretty obvious. So, before we get into the lawsuit and before we get into his DGG response, let's preempt a little bit of the manifesto. Okay, guys? Because Destiny is hard at work, okay? Desperately trying to put together his vindication. And we know exactly the strategy he's going to take. We know exactly the strategy he's going to take. The first strategy that he has already clearly telegraphed in DGG chat is just to smear victims and muddy the water. He's going to accuse Pxie. He's already started accusing Pxie. He's saying Pxie sent him videos, but that he can't verify whether they were sent consensually or not. So that's worthless. First of all, I don't care if Pxie did something non-consensually, because you're the big YouTuber with the huge platform with all the power to continue doing this. Pxie is a drop in the bucket, totally irrelevant and not what I'm talking about. What am I holding Pxie accountable to? What fucking platform does Pxie have? Pxie only has Destiny's platform. That's the only place she has. And obviously she doesn't have that now. So why do I care about Pxie? I'm here to cover drama, not to cover every single person that covers that releases, that sends someone an image or video that we don't know whether it was consensual or not. Pxie isn't fucking significant in any way. So even if that were true, it wouldn't matter because it's irrelevant to the situation. It's totally irrelevant. He's also clearly telegraphed that he's just going to try and smear the other people. Cherry with the 15-2 thing. He'll probably try and equivocate sharing private details of a sexual interaction to sharing recordings of a sexual interaction that were taken non-consensually. He's going to unironically try and compare these things. Say that it's the same to relay details of a sexual interaction as it is to fucking record it without consent and share it without consent. Which is just an insane, completely disanalogous claim, because obviously you can't just, like, if you audibly repeat an event, it's not necessarily that happened that way. It's not proven. There's no medium that can be constantly shared around that shows you doing it. It's not identifiable, like as in, it's not an identifiable piece of media where your face is in it or anything. There's so many different reasons that this is a different situation, but he's going to try it nonetheless. So past just smearing the victims, what is he going to do? Well, he's already told us. He has actually already told us exactly what he's going to do. So guys, from over a year ago, here is Destiny's manifesto draft.
over the line, I would say. And Max's 150,000 word report is probably a little over the line.
Is that even relevant anymore? I don't think anybody cares, right? Didn't that just fade into the distance?
No, it's not. But there are like, this is like a reality. It's hard to talk about some of these things because I don't like to give like a guidebook for people to like ruin somebody. But this is, I don't think we were live when I talked about this. But there's two things. If you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. And if it comes from endearing people, you will eventually believe it. And the problem is if there are certain key figures around and they repeat lies enough, eventually this will seep into the cultural zeitgeist and people will believe it. And I think people don't realize that happens, but that absolutely happens. So if there are enough key figures around, so like right now, Chud has an editor, and there's his editor and girlfriend are two people. Lav is one of these people. Sycophants of Mr. Girl are some of these people. There are some people in other political communities that are just like anti-fans of me for whatever, which is whatever, but they're invested in this. And if enough of these people kind of like keep this stuff bubbling under the surface long enough, what'll happen is anytime I run into a big fight, that all kind of like comes up, and then people are like, that's their opportunity. So like, let's say I get into a huge fight with like Kelly Jean or something, right? Because she's like an orbiter that's controversial for good reasons. That's all going to come immediately up. It's like, oh, I knew that this was going to happen. Oh, Max's subreddit like made a big post when we tiffed over the Steven Crowder thing or something, and they're like, oh, here it is, finally, blah blah blah. They're gonna, you know, like, it's annoying because now every time I like have fights, I've got to like keep in mind like all this other weird shit that's bubbling under the surface.
So anytime you talk about emotional manipulation, abuse, or you defend someone, or you could be appearing to defend someone who does that.
So that's it. So he literally, this is what he's going to do, by the way, is he's going to say there's all these communities have got all these incentives to just totally smear me. They make up these crazy conspiracies about how I deliberately used my position as like a lefty sex fucking dating advice guy to get in with these young, retarded, oftentimes crazy women and influence them into doing things that they might not otherwise do. They make up these crazy stories about me. These crazy stories about me hurting women repeatedly. About me threatening women repeatedly. About me recording gay hookups without consent, possibly multiple times. All these crazy stories about crazy stories about how he had an affair with Lauren Southern. Just a bunch of wacky, crazy stories that could never possibly be true. Just a bunch of crazy stories about how he smears people as stalkers in public and directs people towards their Kiwi Farms thread while sexting them in private. Just a bunch of crazy stories. Hello, how's it going? Solo yet in the chat. How's it going? Obviously, I disavow that user completely. Just interesting that he showed up today of all days. Okay. All right. Well, I say he. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? Infamous hacker. All right. So, with all that in mind, let's read through the 13-page legal document here, the court document, where Pxie has filed against Destiny. Let's see what the claims are. So, Pxie is protected as Jane Doe in this lawsuit. Why would people who knew, like Dan and not Erudite, accept the frame as being a severe, huge fuck-up? If the excuse now is that it was a little no big deal scenario, it's overblown now, what do you think? I don't know what you really mean by that. Destiny's always act like it's a no big deal. So yeah, Pxie is anonymous in this lawsuit, Jane Doe, but we obviously know who it is. This action seeks to hold defendant accountable for his unauthorized, intentional, and unlawful disclosure and dissemination of intimate images and sexually explicit videos of the plaintiff, thereby causing plaintiff extreme emotional and physical distress, depression, anxiety, and harm to her personal and professional reputation. Plaintiff seeks injunctive relief, compensatory and punitive damages, attorney fees, and other relief this honorable court deems just and proper as a result of defendant's unlawful, extreme, and outrageous conduct towards plaintiff. Plaintiff brings pursuant to, inter alia, the Intimate Image Protection Act, 15 USC 6851, the sexual cyber harassment statute, Florida statute subsection 784049, and other Florida laws pertaining to the right of privacy, public disclosure of private facts, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress. Dude, that comment in chat, okay. Mid is kind. This court has subject matter jurisdiction pursuant to 28 USC 1331 because this action arises under the laws of the United States, including 15 USC 6851, the Intimate Image Protection Act. This court has supplemental jurisdiction over the plaintiff's state law claims pursuant to 28 USC subsection 1367 because they arise out of the same nucleus of operative facts as the federal claims. Venue is proper in this judicial district pursuant to 28 USC subsection 1391 because a substantial part of the events or omissions giving rise to the claim occurred within this district, and defendant is subject to personal jurisdiction in this district. Three parties. Plaintiff Jane Doe is a citizen of the United States and resident of Miami-Dade County, Florida. Plaintiff brings this complaint anonymously due to the intimate and sensitive nature of the materials which form the subject matter of the complaint. Defendant Stephen K. Bonnell II, I'll just Bonnell, that's what he's referred to in here, okay. Is a citizen of the United States and resident of Miami Beach, Florida. Factual allegations. Okay, here we go. Here's the meat. Here's the meat. Let's see. Bonnell, known online as Destiny, is a live streamer and political commentator. He has over 840,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He has a huge following on X, Kick, Reddit, and Discord. Bonnell had over 700,000 followers on his Twitch channel before he was banned from Twitch in March 2022 due to hateful conduct. Plaintiff, known online as Pxie, is also a live streamer as well as an influencer. Pxie has 15,000 followers on X, and on Twitch she has 10,000 followers. You can see the picture they're painting here. Plaintiff began conversing with Bonnell on the Discord platform when she was approximately 19 years old. Bonnell was approximately 33 years old. At the time, Plaintiff was a new streamer in the same niche as Bonnell, politics. Approximately 2 years later, on or about September 12, 2020, after multiple conversations about consent and boundaries, Plaintiff engaged in sexual relations with Bonnell. Plaintiff was inexperienced and had only had physical relations with one other person prior to Bonnell. Jeez. This was the only time Plaintiff and Bonnell had sexual relations. During this one occasion, Bonnell recorded videos of Plaintiff and him engaging in sexual conduct. The videos. Unbeknownst to Plaintiff, I imagine why Jane Doe if everyone knows her. I imagine it's to like keep a dress secret and stuff like that. Does everyone know Pxie's full name anyway? I assume you do keep it as anonymous as possible, right? Yeah, I don't think Pxie's name's out there. So it makes sense why I should keep Jane Doe. They do now because Destiny said it on stream. What? No, that's a joke. What? Destiny said her first name on the stream was the first time I'd heard it. I've never heard Pxie's name. And she's Jane Doe in this. Dude, I wonder... his lawyer just like grabbing their collar right now, just like if we're hot under the collar. The fuck is this guy doing? The fuck is this guy? Jesus, man. Look at my client dog. Desi does say it on stream, it's been leaked on her GoFundMe. I don't know if it's on a GoFundMe, but if that's true, I mean, it's obviously less bad kind of in like a moral way, but I don't know how a court would look on that. Like she's Jane Doe here and you're deliberately going out of your way to say her name repeatedly. I don't know, man. Anyway. Multiple conversations, blah, 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 blah. Unbeknownst to plaintiff at the time, on or about October 4th, 2022, Bonnell disseminated through electronic means one of the video to a 19-year-old woman using the screen name Rose. Rose was a random fan of Bonnell's on his Discord platform that reached out to him on Discord. Bonnell had never met Rose. Despite knowing nothing about Rose, and not even knowing her real name, Bonnell intentionally shared the video with Rose without plaintiff's knowledge or consent. On or about November 29th, 2024, the sexually explicit video of plaintiff... In fact, one moment, let's pause it there. Pause it at number 12 there. I received a DM of a tweet that is relevant.
He said it about my, like, people in my Discord leaking logs about him or something, right? He made things up entirely, but he said basically like, oh, all these girls are like just out to get me, so I've started deleting messages. There's no reason to allow it. It's like, bro, that's evidence. You don't understand that's evidence? Though people obsessed with Rose above everything else, it's a creepy KF conspiracy. No, it's not. I literally have DMs from Destiny saying, I can beat all of this, I can sweep it all away, but if she's under 18, I'm fucked. What do you mean it's a creepy KF conspiracy?
So I don't know if J-Stalk's shown those DMs on stream. I believe, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say anyway, I believe myself to have seen these DMs at some point. That is a very accurate retelling of those DMs.
No, it's not.
If I am recalling correctly, he pretty much says exactly that.
And that's evidence? Though people obsessed with Rose above everything else, it's a creepy KF conspiracy. No, it's not. I literally have DMs from Destiny saying, I can beat all of this, I can sweep it all away, but if she's under 18, I'm fucked. What do you mean it's a creepy KF conspiracy? I have personal DMs with Destiny to this effect.
So he told J-Stalk, I can sweep all of this, I can survive this, unless she's under 18. I don't know how old she was. Basically, it was what he said. Dude. So where were we here? Did I lose place here? Oh, yeah, here we go. No. No. Ah! Ah! Okay. Or 13, that was it. On or about November 29th, 2024, the sexually explicit video of plaintiff that Bonnell had shared with Rose was uploaded to the website blank. The video, so it's, I assume it's Kiwi Farms. The video was also shared on multiple other pornography websites, including blanked out. The caption on the video was different, the caption on the video on the different platforms identified both blank. Shortly after the video is posted, various friends and random followers of plaintiff inform her about the dissemination of the video. Some of the messages are very accusatory. She is shocked, humiliated, and mortified by the dissemination of the explicit video. As of today's date, the video has been viewed on the blank site over 10,000 times. It has been viewed on the blank site over 58,000 times. It has at least as many views on other websites, but it has since been removed. It's still on the blank site, but the site does not have a number tracker, so the number of views is unknown, but estimated to be in the tens of thousands. On blank, there were over 10,000 views, but has since been removed. On the evening of November 29th, 2024, plaintiff sends a message to Bonnell on Discord expressing her horror that he shared the video of her. She asks him if he sent any additional pornographic videos to anyone. He admits his guilt, responding, "Ugh. Ugh. Dude, I hate this guy so much. Ugh. There shouldn't be. No. I'm so sorry. There's literally no excuse. If I'd had phone convos and stuff with this person, they were fairly close to me, so it's worthless to say at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse." Ugh. Ugh. Plaintiff then asks him to delete any and all videos that he has of her. The leak of the video goes viral and is being discussed by thousands of followers of Destiny and Pxie on various platforms, including YouTube, Discord, Reddit, Blank, and Twitter/X. Plaintiff begins receiving hundreds of insulting and harassing messages. Many of the followers discussing the leaks on the different accounts falsely claim that plaintiff exchanged sex for professional growth and favors from Bonnell. Plaintiff feels increasingly humiliated, mortified, and depressed, and starts feeling suicidal. On or about December 11th, 2024, she starts writing suicide notes. Plaintiff messages Bonnell and tells him she is just tired of living. It's a matter of time until my family discovers what happened. I thought the best thing for me to do is to myself and schedule a post detailing my feelings and what happened to ensure a situation like this doesn't happen again. Plaintiff then unfriends Bonnell on Discord, so that she cannot receive any messages from him. On or about December 13th, 2024, plaintiff meets with Bonnell's close friend and business associate, Blank. Plaintiff tells her about... okay, so this is about erudite. It's about not so erudite here. Plaintiff tells her about her suicidal thoughts, that she cannot bear the humiliation and harassment she is enduring. She wants to ensure Bonnell never does this to her or anyone else ever again. Turner... okay, wait. So it's not... why is it blanked out here if it just says Turner here? And hold up just a moment. Her surname is Maxwell. I have a good authority. I was accused of doxing on Twitter earlier for calling her Kyla Maxwell, so I'm pretty certain that's not the case. Turner tells you we'll talk to Bonnell and tell him what they discussed. Her name is public already, but this is a hack job, yeah. On or about December 19th, 2024, Turner asks plaintiff if Bonnell has communicated with her or added her back as a friend. Plaintiff responds in the negative. Plaintiff continues feeling depressed and suicidal. The leak of the video is still a viral topic of conversation on multiple platforms, with people making horrible accusations about plaintiff. On the morning of January 20th, 2025, 2 videos on YouTube are posted by 2 different streamers discussing the Pxie leak. The videos include screenshots of private messages of plaintiff discussing the situation with friends. This is Sunday and Beckett videos. Videos include screenshots of private messages of plaintiff discussing the situation with friends and claims that plaintiff took hush money, only cares about money, and does not care about other victims of defendant. Good job, Sunday. These videos have been viewed by thousands, including one which as of today was viewed by over 90,000 people. Sunday's video. Big Sunday W lawsuit there. Wow, over 90,000. Good job. Yeah, I guess this is terrible. The majority of the posts by people assume that Bonnell shared the videos with Bonnell's consent and knowledge. On or about January 20th, 2025, in desperation, the plaintiff/Pxie goes online and announces that Destiny shared the videos without her consent or knowledge, and that she will be seeking legal recourse. The same day, Bonnell/Destiny responds on various platforms, including Reddit and Imager, and falsely claims that the video leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. This claim directly contradicts his November 29th, 2024 explicit written admission to plaintiff that he knowingly and intentionally shared the video to Rose without Plaintiff's consent. Okay, first he wanted me to see something around here. Oh. Oh, it was just the Sunday 90,000 thing. That was it. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, are we? On January 20th, right after the plaintiff announced publicly that she would sue Bonnell, one of his followers reached out to plaintiff and told her Bonnell had sent the video to her sister about 2 months earlier. The follower informs plaintiff that she believes Bonnell is still sending her sister sexually explicit videos of other women without their consent. Wow. Wow. So 2 months before the video, the Sunday video, Destiny is still sending the video of Pxie around to other women without any consent. Vyvanse changed him, guys. Vyvanse changed him. He's actually coping about that line in his DGG chat recently, saying, "Oh, I never said Vyvanse changed me. No one ever said Vyvanse changed me. It's about the fact that I don't aggressively pursue sexual encounters anymore and I'm more focused on work." Okay. No one cares if you aggressively pursue sexual encounters. That wasn't the point. That wasn't what it was being used to discredit. It was being used to discredit the idea of you engaging in risky or immoral sexual behavior. And you are shown to still be engaging in deeply immoral sexual behavior past using Vyvanse. You're still doing it. That's the point. That's the fucking point, retard. No, okay, there are retarded points, like saying everyone knows meth makes you want sex less. Makes you want sex less. There is obviously, I'm sure, some truth to the idea that Vyvanse has allowed Destiny to more focus on actually getting work done and doesn't as impulsively go and just hook up with some bitch, okay? But the idea that he's significantly cut down his hookups, the idea that he's stopped engaging in the immoral or risky sexual behavior is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hi, Kuihman, I tried raiding you but couldn't manage. I guess I'm not big enough. Okay. We're covering the Destiny lawsuit, Pxie. On January 21st, 2025, Jesus Christ, aware of an impending lawsuit and potential criminal investigation, Bonnell starts destroying evidence, including deleting messages between him and plaintiff. On January 23, 2025, Bonnell receives a letter from plaintiff's counsel informing of plaintiff's intent to sue and demanding that he preserve all evidence. On or about January 23rd, 2025, Bonnell begins to publicly harass and defame plaintiff. He posts in a group chat called DGG with multiple people that plaintiff/Pxie is just after his money. On or about January 23rd, 2025, Bonnell also posts on his website, destiny.gg, and in his DGG chat, that Pxie and the people behind her just want money, so there's no point in going after the hacker. He's probably some broke loser anyway, so they aren't even mentioning him. Very certain that it's him here. We're very certain that it's not just the girl you were sexting, which I'm unconvinced on. Unconvinced in any direction. Over 1,000 people have potentially reviewed this defamatory post. Bonnell's attempt to divert blame from himself and cast blame on an alleged hacker is directly contradicted by his own prior explicit written admission. See ante. To plaintiff that he intentionally shared the videos, and by his text message with Rose, in which he tells her about the video being with the young girl he will send it. Okay. Bonnell continues defaming and harassing plaintiff on his website. Destiny.gg and in the DGG chat. He implies that plaintiff is trying to milk him. And he is not going after, she is not going after anybody else that might allegedly have been involved in the leak of the videos, because she can't milk as much money out of that target. Potentially over 1,000 people have seen this post. In or around the end of January 2025, approximately 15 women reached out to plaintiff to tell her that they had received sexually explicit images from Bono of other women without the other woman's consent. 3 of these women also tell plaintiff that Bono deleted their chat threads after January 23rd, 2025. So 15 women reached out to Pxie to tell her that they had received sexually explicit images from Bono of other women without the other women's consent. 15 people in January reached out to Pxie. 15 women. They all just must be so insane and making stuff up, and they all send revenge porn themselves, and everyone attacking me is a bad person. You don't understand. They all have PPD. They're all crazy. They're all so crazy and bad people. They're all Mr. Girl fans or Spicy Chatters or Kiwi Farmers or J Stalkers or something. They're Labs friends. I don't know, man. Mike from PA paid them. What will you guys believe? Approximately 15 women. Okay. Upon information and belief, multiple women, including Melina Goranson and Stacia, screen names, have recently come forward and publicly alleged that Bono has released sexually explicit videos of them without their consent. Upon information and belief, these images were then posted on different pornography websites without their consent. Oh yeah, the counterpoints say 6. Oh my god. A woman with the screen name Cherry recently found out that Bono had secretly made an unauthorized audio recording of their sexual interaction. They had distributed it to multiple people without her knowledge or consent. Bono has retaliated against Cherry by publicly posting private messages during a time that when she was suffering with a mental health crisis. During a time when she was suffering. There seems like a typo there. On or about January 23rd, 2025, Bono begins a smear campaign against plaintiff and tells his followers that plaintiff is only interested in getting money from him. Over 1,000 of his followers could have seen this post. He also tells his followers that his only crime was being too much of a gooner. The word gooner is slang for someone who is deeply engaged in excessive adult X-rated content consumption, sometimes in a compulsive or obsessive manner. Not the legal gooning definition. Not the legal gooning definition. No. This is awesome, man. On or about January 24th, 2025. Someone else commented, is this the first... Yeah, it might be. Is this the first time we've seen Gooner in US official court documents? Gooner laid out on the books. We now have an official, a legal definition of Gooner, and Destiny's actions do not fit within it. We can now legally say, no, Destiny's not just a Gooner. He's more... That doesn't fit. Okay. Someone's saying he's a raper in chat. Don't know who that is and don't know why they'd be saying. Let's just carry on with this. On or about January 24th, 2025, another female political streamer talks about Bono's sharing the video. She informs her followers that Destiny/Bono had recorded a conversation with her without her knowledge or consent. She alleges that after their personal relationship deteriorated, he became publicly hostile towards her. And later, he posted to his followers that he has the recording and that he could publish it. Then, on February 9th, 2025, after posting a link to a clip of her talking about sharing of the video, Bonnell retaliated against her by posting private sexual text messages between them to his community chat group. On or about January 26, 2025, Hannah Brooke, a follower of Bonnell, contacted plaintiff and informs her that even after the video was publicized on November 29th, 2024, Destiny/Bonnell offered to send the videos to her. A few days later, another follower posted Brooke's direct messages with Bonnell. After the messages go public, Bonnell deletes his messages with Brooke in an attempt to cover it up. Defendant has admitted that he disclosed the video to Rose, and there is evidence that he also disclosed it to other people without plaintiff's consent. The defendant could have, and should have, expected that the videos would then be publicly disclosed and disseminated to hundreds or thousands of people online, which is exactly what foreseeably occurred. On January 30th, 2025, Bonnell admits that he has been actively deleting evidence of his wrongdoing, specifically his messages to multiple women who have claimed that he shared sex videos with them without the participants' consent. On or about February 8th, 2025, Bonnell posts on X that he agrees with another post that claims plaintiff is extorting him. So how serious actually are these claims of deleting evidence? Like, let's say you can't get him on any of the sex crime stuff. Let's say all he's done is, after being served with notice that he's going to receive litigation soon, and that he should retain evidence. How bad actually is it? If anyone knows, based on layman interpretation of watching legal stuff, how fucked can he get on that? How bad can that be? It's obfuscation at worst. Someone saying very bad. See, I just don't know how bad it can be to delete evidence like that. A DGG is saying he should represent himself. What? No way. Okay. Let's carry on. On or about February 8th, 2025, Bonnell posts on X that he agrees with another post that claims plaintiff is extorting him. On or about February 9th, 2025, Bonnell makes another defamatory post on X, again telling his followers that plaintiff only cares about getting money from him. He also informs all of his followers that the video can still be seen on blank. The post has over 1 million views as of this date. Videos disclosed by Bonnell were of a private nature and never intended for public distribution. Defendant's actions have caused plaintiff severe emotional distress, humiliation, and reputational harm. Plaintiff's career as a political streamer has been adversely affected, and her aspirations of being elected for office have been greatly diminished. We love Pxie. Plaintiff, okay. Count 1, violation of 15 USC 6851 Intimate Image Protection Act. Plaintiff adopts and realleges the allegations set forth in paragraphs 1 through 38 as above, as though fully set forth herein. Okay. Defendant knowingly and intentionally disclosed the sexually explicit videos without plaintiff's knowledge or consent in violation of 15 USC 6851. Plaintiff is identifiable in the videos. The videos have been viewed by thousands of people and continue to be viewed by thousands. The leak of the videos by defendant and the plaintiff's role in the video has been discussed online by thousands of people. As a direct result of defendant's conduct, plaintiff has suffered extreme emotional distress and harm to reputation. All of the above actions of defendant violated 15 USC subsection 6851, and accordingly, plaintiff is entitled to A, a preventative injunction, an injunctive relief requiring the defendant to delete the videos and barring him from any further disclosure of the videos. B, actual damages in an amount to be proven, or alternatively, liquidated damages in the amount of $150,000, whichever is greater. C, punitive damage, and D, reasonable attorney fees and costs. Count 2, violation of Florida statute, subsection 684.10049, sexual cyber harassment. Plaintiff adopts and realleges the allegations set forth in paragraphs 1 through 43. Above as though fully set forth herein. Florida statute subsection 684.10495 provides a statutorily created private right of action. 46. Okay, let's say 46 paragraph. Defendant's knowing and willful dissemination of sexually explicit videos of plaintiff to other people through electronic means without plaintiff's consent and in violation of her expectation that the videos would remain private constitutes sexual cyber harassment under Florida statute subsection 684.049. Defendant acted intentionally and or with reckless disregard for plaintiff's rights, causing plaintiff to suffer damages. Defendant shared the video for no legitimate purpose. Tens of thousands of people have viewed the video on different platforms. Tens of thousands of people are aware of the defendant's release of the video and have engaged in public online discourse with defendant about the video and about plaintiff. As a direct, natural, proximate, and foreseeable result of defendant's actions and violation of subsection 784.049, the plaintiff has suffered damage to reputation, emotional pain, and suffering, mental anguish, anxiety, and loss of dignity. Plaintiff seeks injunctive relief, requiring the defendant to destroy all videos, stop disclosing the videos, and cease harassing plaintiff. Plaintiff seeks statutory damages as per Florida statute 784.095B, or alternatively, actual damages for emotional distress, loss of income, medical expenses, and other damages. Plaintiff seeks attorney's fees and costs pursuant to Florida statute, subsection 784.049.5C. Alternatively, actual damages for emotional distress, loss of income, medical expenses, and other damages. Plaintiff seeks attorney's fees and costs pursuant to Florida statute 784.049.5C, or seeks punitive damages in an amount no less than $1 million. $1 million? That's crazy. Now, firstly, what were you saying about the actual... You were saying something about $15 million? I don't know what you were going on about with all that. What was all that about? Count 3. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Plaintiff adopts and realleges the allegations set forth in paragraph 1 through 52. I don't know where I've been getting the 15, to be honest. Okay. What was this? Page 10. Page 11. Defendant's conduct of disclosing the videos without plaintiff's consent was either done intentionally or with reckless disregard to the probability of causing plaintiff emotional distress. The defendant acted in a way which he knew would or should have known that severe emotional distress would likely result. The defense actions were so extreme and outrageous that they go beyond all possible bounds of decency and are intolerable in a civilized society. Destiny is deemed unfit for civilized society. You exile him. Exile Stephen Destiny Brunel now. Exile him to the frozen tundra. Exile him to Siberia. Back to Cuba. cast him out into the desert with a long stick and one of those little napkins wrapped up with his only few belongings in it. Okay. I didn't watch your gay ass stream, Pepsi. I only watched one this morning, okay? Cry about it, bitch. Cry about it, bitch. More of a cum rag than a napkin, okay? Even after the defendant became aware that plaintiff was expressing suicidal intentions due to his disclosure of the videos, he continued to disclose the videos to other people without plaintiff's consent. As a direct, natural, proximate, and foreseeable result of defendant's intentional harassment and acts, plaintiff has suffered damage to reputation, extreme emotional pain and suffering, severe mental anguish, anxiety, and loss of dignity, and is entitled to compensatory damages in an amount no less than $1 million. Because defendant's conduct was intentional and or recklessly indifferent, he is liable for punitive damages in an amount no less than $1 million. Count 4. Invasion of privacy, public disclosure of private facts. Plaintiff adopts and realleges the allegations set forth in paragraphs 1 through 59 above as though fully set forth herein. Defendant publicly disclosed private facts concerning plaintiff that were not of legitimate public concern, including the sexually explicit videos without her consent and defendant continues to do so to this day. There is no public concern that justifies disclosing sexually explicit images or videos of the plaintiff without her consent. At all times, the defendant acted intentionally and with reckless disregard for plaintiff's well-being. Defendant could have or should have expected public disclosure to arise from his dissemination of the videos to various individuals. The public disclosure of the videos would be highly offensive to any reasonable person, including the plaintiff. Public disclosure of videos took place such that tens of thousands of people have viewed the videos or are aware of the content of the videos and of plaintiff's role in the videos. Plaintiff had a reasonable expectation of privacy in the videos since they are taken with the intention of private use and not public dissemination. Such disclosures have caused plaintiff extreme humiliation, distress, and emotional suffering. Plaintiff seeks compensatory and actual damages, punitive damages, attorney's fees, and costs. Prayer for relief. Oh, thoughts on prayers, guys. Okay. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests judgment against defendant as follows. 1. For appropriate compensatory and or statutory damages in an amount to be determined at trial. 2. For appropriate equitable and injunctive relief against defendant as allowed by law. 3. For an award of punitive damages. 4. For an award of reasonable attorney's fees. And 5. For such other and further relief to plaintiff may be entitled. Okay. And the final page here. Submitted by this plaintiff. So anyone saying it's submitted by Lauren De Laguna or any shit like that is a fucking retard. That's the lawyer that submitted it. Cool. Wow, guys. Any thoughts? Any thoughts in the chat so far on the lawsuit? 15 people's pretty fucking crazy, I think, personally. You can't pretend that this is just like a little blip when this is happening with so many people. Happening so recently. If you've sent it to 15 women on Discord, assuming they're all on Discord, they might not all be on Discord. I don't see the 15 million. The 15 million isn't here. I don't know where you're getting that from. I haven't seen 15 million. 1 million for each woman. Is that the claim? I don't know if that's true. The 15 million's in Destiny's message in DGG. Okay, I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that. Off the rip. Want to know the damages from each of these counts at the end are not additive. Thus, the claim is 1 million compensatory, inclusive of pain and suffering, and at least 1 million punitive. Okay. So Destiny's actually out the train station is crazy right now. Yeah, we'll switch over. We'll watch his, yeah, we're going to watch his statement. Don't worry, guys. We're going to watch it all. Trust me. You think I'm going to let any of this content slide? Guys, we're going to spread it out a little bit, okay? This is going to take a good portion of the night, maybe the whole night to get through. This is a big day. This is the lawsuit drop. This isn't the beginning. This isn't the end. This is like a new step, you know? This is like a huge drama. It was obviously going to be a huge drama from the start. The moment there's a lawsuit announced like this, it's not going to be a day drama. It's not going to be a week drama. It's now, like, you know, this has to go on for fucking months.